One of the most popular return measures based on discounted cash flows is the internal rate of return or IRR. In this short video, we will discuss how to calculate the IRR of a project and how to decide if a project is attractive or not based on its IRR. We will also look at a limitation of the IRR and how it compares with the net present value or NPV as a return measure. IRR is that discount rate which sets the NPV of a project to 0. So take the NPV formula, set NPV to 0 and solve the polynomial equation to calculate the discount rate. The solution of that equation is the IRR of the project. The IRR represents an annual rate of return which a project is expected to generate over the life of the project. So, how do you decide based on the IRR if a project is attractive or not? If the IRR of the project is higher than the cost of capital, accept the project, otherwise reject it. This decision rule of course assumes that cash flows used are cash flows to the firm and not cash flows to equity. Consider the diagram which shows the NPV for the Rio Disney project at different discount rates. The discount rate at which the NPV is 0 is 12.6%, which is the IRR. We can see from the diagram that the NPV is positive for all discount rates lower than 12.6%. Based on the IRR decision rule, the project should be accepted since the IRR of 12.6% is higher than the cost of capital, which is 8.46%. Usually, IRR and NPV will yield the same results to select and reject projects. However, there are some differences to keep in mind. Since the IRR is a solution to a polynomial equation, in some cases we can get more than one IRR, but there is always a unique NPV for every project. Second, NPV is a surplus value, but IRR is a percentage return. Thus, NPV is likely to be higher for large scale projects, whereas IRR is likely to be higher for small scale projects. Third, whereas NPV assumes that intermediate cash flows will get reinvested at the discount rate or the hurdle rate, IRR assumes that intermediate cash flows will be reinvested at the IRR. When the IRR of a project is significantly high, this reinvestment assumption might not be realistic and the IRR would tend to overstate the true return on the project. As discussed, a common limitation of the IRR is that negative cash flows in future years lead to multiple IRRs as a solution from the polynomial equation. In that case, we might have to rely on the NPV as a decision rule. Consider this project which has negative cash flows in year 0 and year 4. Due to this, it has two IRRs, 6.6% and 36.55%. Since the hurdle rate of 12% is in between the two IRRs, we cannot use the IRR to make this decision. It is best in this case to rely on NPV.